are.
I got it.
Back in the court. It's been a long time. Many, many days. Probably closer to many, many months, actually, since Tiberius first set foot in the bastard city and the court of the adjudicator. But, as I said, when Tunon gives an order, one does not question.
I got it.
One simply obeys. And so, here we are. I present myself to you, my lord.
Despite the weight of responsibility on your shoulders, the court appreciates your devotion to our good work.
Thank you, my lord.
It should come as no surprise that your activities are closely monitored. As an extension of Kairos' law in the frontier, your progress is a topic of some interest. I sent you on a mission to bring order to the chaos of this civil war. Not enough time has passed for me to expect any significant progress, but I am curious about your findings all the same. I want to make sure your time outside the court's shadow is being used effectively.
Of course you do.
I understand that you've made a name for yourself in the ranks of the disfavored. Good. With the confidence of his soldiers, you should have no trouble rooting out corruption or chaos in Graven Ash's elite legion.
Yes, indeed. I'm happy to be an asset to Kairos' forces and to pull chaos out by the root.
That is all this court has ever demanded of you. You do well to recall your duties with such exacting precision.
Why, thank you.
You
So
have spent some
flattering
time
of
in
you.
your own recognizance. The efforts of our military and the challenges they face should be no mystery to you. Tell me, are you any closer to determining which of the Archons is at fault for the troubles of this campaign?
I'm afraid that I have been forced to make the determination that the fault lies with the voices of Nerat.
Interesting. On what grounds do you make this claim?
For one thing, under the orders of the voices of Nerat, Harchand Brond smuggled iron weapons to the Vendrian Guard. He weighs my statement with interest. The space between the eyes of his mask narrows, though the change is too gradual to follow.
Material evidence is hallowed to the court. I respect your diligence in collecting it, Fatebinder. You bring hope to my ambitions of bringing order to this divisive campaign. Be sure that you remember this and any other evidence you identify when you are called upon to present your findings in a more formal manner. I look forward to receiving your full report. I will summon you again at the appropriate time. If there's nothing further, you're dismissed.
Very well then, I will depart.
On it.
Now, we don't want to badger Tunon with questions, which are probably things we could find out by talking to other members of the court, if we had any desire to do so. And more to the point, our presence is required elsewhere. And we must travel to the Jagged Maw Shrine. It will take us several days to arrive there. And we have an encounter. Hours ago, two weary travelers assured us shelter and water awaited at a trading outpost, nestled within the remnants of an old Azurian city, just a few leagues away. Now, standing along the edge of a cracked earthen pillar, you can confirm your hopes of resupply dashed. The old ruins have been relocated into the depths of a massive chasm. Some of the city remains visible, smashed against a steep escarpment directly beneath the cliff's edge. As our eyes trace the rubble trailing down the slope, we spy the telltale swirls of blue and white paint along an intact wall, markers used to indicate granaries, armories, and vaults. Though largely intact, it's precariously placed, and bits of rubble constantly tumble down the side. Safety issues aside, it may be worth a look. And I will search for ways into the vault. rocky slope leading to the vault is perilously steep. Losing your footing could mean a painful tumble to the unseen bottom. Few would likely survive. Rocks, roots, and rubble line the way down and may be strong enough to support your weight. Nearby, the remnants of a wood and rope bridge dangle over the edge, still tied to a single wooden anchor along the cliff's edge. I will use the rope to rappel down to the escarpment. Within a few minutes, I'm able to pull up the entirety of the bridge and carefully separate the boards from the strands and coil the freed rope around a nearby tree. With the line firmly tied around my waist, I lower myself down the slope and rest my feet on any protruding stone roots or rubble. The descent is quick, and within moments, you find yourself leaning against the rear wall of the Azurian vault. Its thick walls conveniently smashed open, rings and other valuables spilled upon the dusty slope like desert jetsam. I scoop up as much as I can find, and as I step closer to peer inside, the ground starts to wobble. The earth belches out a deep rumble, and the dirt around my feet rapidly begins to disintegrate like sand, energetically spilling down a slope. The vault jerks suddenly, angling itself towards the gap's base before sliding downward with shifting dirt. The rope continues to hold, allowing me to raise my feet as my feet occasionally make contact with the slope. I pull myself over the edge, heart racing but unharmed. Beneath you, the vault has completely vanished from view, once more an unclaimed treasure of the Stone Sea. Hey there. Fatebinder. The soldiers salute with the smack of a meaty fist on bronzed armor. Lieutenant Cadius at your service, sir. And he jerks a thumb, his gauntlet kicked with dust and blood towards the mountain of a man behind him. Won't get him to admit it, but Radix is too. That's Commander Ironcore to you, baby brother. And you as well, Fatebinder. The elite Iron Guard casts a steely glance in your direction without offering you a salute. Forgive me if I do not have time to entertain idle pleasantries. We're here on a campaign of the highest importance. I'm sure you understand. Cadius clears his throat with a sound that's half-hacking, half-deep guffaw. He slouches in lazy attention, a hand resting comfortably on the hilt of his broadsword. I humbly apologize for both of us, but if you don't mind me asking, what's brought you to these parts, sir? Sure, she looks pretty, but don't let those big pigs fool you. This land's a tangle of danger. Let's see. We could betray the Alliance, but I'm not going to. Ash has sent me here to assist with your efforts to solidify our hold in the Stone Sea. So you do come with a purpose. The Iron Guard turns the crushing weight of his attention on you, one strengthened by both magic and the austerity of his resolve. After a moment, the severity of his scrutiny slowly crumbles, and he nods as if to an unspoken decision. I'd be a fool to turn down the aid of a Fatebinder, especially one so renowned. I will accept any assistance I can acquire in uniting with my Earthshakers at Howling Rock and defending the fort they have erected around Karen's remains. Yes, because if you remember, that's an edict that was cast during the conquest, because the Archon of Stone basically went crazy and had to be put down with an edict. What the commander is trying to say is, we're beholden to have you. Shooting his brother a pointed look. Getting to Howling Rock's the easy part, only it hasn't been that easy. We've been waylaid with Chorus forces and beasts that'll rend you limb from limb sooner than you can blink. They're bloodthirsty sons of curs, mark my word. Well, I fear neither man nor beast. I'll cut us a path there, no matter who stands in the way. That's what I like to hear, sir. Deftly, he draws his sword, and crouching, carves a basic map into the silt-covered ground. Fastness roots through Stone-Down Gorge. Of course, the area is swarming with chorus and beasts alike. Carve us a path, and we'll follow close on your heels. Tips his head to us in luck. Get us there in one piece, and I'll name my broadsword in your honor. We'll slay enough of them to have an armory named after us before long. I suppose I could stand for a few more swords named Barrack out in circulation. Oh wow. Barrack, I really like him. He's hilarious sometimes. Barrack, are you serious? People have named weapons after you? They have indeed. The cohort that followed me across Apex and Stalwart took a liking to how I handled myself in battle. I'm big enough that I can have broadswords and others found unwieldy. They added weights to their training sticks to toughen up and started naming their assigned blades after me. He looks crestfallen, though I imagine most of those blades were lost or destroyed in the Edict of Storms. I left too many friends and too much of myself in the ruins of old Stalwart. I'll be on my way. Can't thank you enough, sir. You don't know the world of difference this makes. We'll prep for heading out. Pounds his fist to his chest in farewell. Holler if you need us, but don't count on us to save your ass. Our duty is to protect the Shakers, so we'll be trailing a ways behind. Fatebinder, should you arrive before us, which I am almost assured you will, you'll need this code, the Sigil of Cairn's Forgotten Name, to gain entry into the compound. Pay attention, for it is quite an intricate sigil. The master of the Earthshaker Guild calmly demonstrates the sigil by twisting and drawing his fingers through the air. Though it appears to any witness to be the motion of a spell, he lends no magic to the mark, deceptively using it as a coded communication instead. Show it to the guards and they will know that you are one of us. How clever. A name only the true disciples would understand and appreciate. Eb nods with a beaming smile. Well, I think we're going to practice it real quick to make sure we've got it. He tilts his head, impressed. That is good. Adjust the finger like so on the down curve. Yes, precisely. You live up to your reputation, Fatebinder. Okay, and I think we're going to ask a couple of questions before we get going. Brief me on the troop movements in this region, if you would. Shit, if there aren't more of them than maggots out here. Can't go 2 feet without needing to gouge someone's entrails out. Now, most of them have swarmed Planescape, looking for warm bodies. Crude as my brother is, I agree with his assessment. The course are rather semblant to maggots. Singly inconsequential, yet annoyingly numerous. Both squished between stones of adequate acceleration and mass. He taps his foot in a slow but eager rhythm on the ground, but then stops, settling himself once more into stillness. However, more pressing matters have need of my attention presently. Even Radix likes killing Chorus Screamers, but he can't stray from the parameters of his post, and I can't stray from him. Well, if you send me to strike at the heart of their population, I will make the disfavored proud. Going to massacre the whole damn slew? The lieutenant rubs at the edge of his faceplate, head tipped with awe. I think you just stole my heart, sir. Give them my iron-bladed regards. Done and done. Happy to lend my iron to the cause. The chorus dogs will grovel at our feet before long. Barrack pounds his fists together and grunts in anticipation. Well, it is as good as done. As good as done. What exactly are these parts, and how are they dangerous? Let's see. Called Jagged Maw Shrine on account of the crystal formations. If the beastmen don't kill you, the constant quakes and steep drop-offs damn well will. Come now, the quakes are of little consequence to an Earthshaker, baby brother. It's the fellow beasts we must contend with. And why are you here? Beastmen consider this place to be a shrine? Something about big elder teeth and dead ancestors have made it sacred ground. Shakers say it's a place with concentrated magic. Ask him about military stratagem, and he'll light up like a spark of sulfur. But when it comes to alchemy and the arcane, his understanding is fundamental at best. Sizable protrusions of azorolith exude a temporal resonance on par with the geoentropic elucidation of the purest regularity. As one could imagine, the area is of particular value in the study of Earth Arcanum, and is likely as well appealing to those creatures who hold attunement to the land. Now, I understood precisely jack shit about that, but Tiberius is fairly knowledgeable about magic and the world around him, so he would understand exactly what this guy's talking about. It's refreshing to speak with one of similar understanding, considering my company the last several weeks. Okay. Well, I don't think we need to know anything else. Eliminate the Stone Stalkers. And travel to Planescape. But first, loot everything is my objective before that. Crescent run, it doesn't really matter. Stone Stalkers, eh? Getting the stone down. Stone Down is further away, so I'm going to start in Planescape. Because what's the actual main quest at the moment? And now, kill the Scarlet Chorus is our objective. It's a good one. I like it. Well, lo and pissing behold, look who's here, the great Fatebinder of Tunon, come to greet his excellency? Would you have us bow and worship like dogs at your feet? If you run their finger over a ragged blade, or do you settle this with a bit of fun? Well, we are looking for trouble, and I don't think they would care if we weren't. But really, I've only just arrived, and you already test my patience? I should just disembowel you with that rusty spoon I had on hand for Siren. Well, shit, I think I've gone and upset the mewling canker wit. No, don't hurt me, Fatebinder. I'm trembling. You believe this one strutting about like this town isn't already ours? There's only one question what to do about you. I slice down your face, and the dagger betwixt your shoulders as you walk away, unfortunately.
I'm enjoying this a bit too much.
Well, I don't think you'll be doing either. You see, Tunon has gifted me with his powers. I can destroy you in but an instant.
I'll do it for
without even drawing my blades. You're nothing, just Tunon's pet diplomat. Her voice cracks with uncertain. Curses. Who knows how the adjudicator trains his crazy followers?
At your command.
The fate finder's coming through. I'll retreat and sprinkle on. Well,
I got it.
all the ways to get
back
there
here.
was
Not a problem.
tyranny equivalent. Bombing down the road.
Terrorist, how am I not dead yet?
And we also need to loot everything there is to loot. So I'm gonna do that next.
Will do. Maybe not simply break it? More.
I'm on.
On your knees, worm! On it.